Man, things are getting real crazy out there right now as far as the Pokemon card community goes. I don't know if we can really classify them as part of the community. Honestly, they're probably more of these, scalpers, flippers, whatever you want to consider them. But, seeing some of these videos coming out, you guys may have seen them out there. Other YouTube Pokemon. Um, Guys have made videos about it, including Opossum Bud. But I'd seen the video before he even posted his, and it was just kind of crazy to see somebody, um, resorting to put hands on another grown human because of Pokemon cards. So, for y'all not necessarily aware of the specific scenario I'm referring to, we had a situation of somebody recording themselves. I assume it's real. It looks real. It doesn't really look like it was staged or anything like that. But we have a guy on his way out of a grocery store where there happens to be a Pokemon vending machine. There's a couple guys standing there by the carts, loitering essentially, which at least most places that I've seen have prohibited that, but I guess nobody's deciding to enforce it. Maybe they should after this scenario ensued, right? It would prevent things like this from happening, and that's why you're not supposed to be loitering in the first place there. But I guess these guys were waiting. I don't know exactly how the Pokemon vending machines work. I guess, if a certain amount gets sold within a certain period of time, it like displays things of having been sold out, or it kind of like shuts it down or something like that. And so this guy that was leaving the store sees the guys waiting. They're like, all right, well, nobody's gonna try it. I'm gonna go up there and see. He does it. Phantasmal Flames ETB pops up as being available. Then one of the guys that's been loitering decides to put hands on him and tell him that he can't buy it, he can't get it. Like the other guys have been waiting there for over an hour and all that. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, do people just not have any lives anymore where they are literally camping out at Pokemon vending machines for what, like one ETB, two ETBs, maybe a booster box? Is that really where we are? That it's that critical for them that they have to do that? I mean, think about this. Essentially, this is geared for kids, right? I know it's a huge collector's thing, and it plays back on like the nostalgia and all that of people collecting as they grew up. And now we have jobs and more money to be able to spend on hobbies and that sort of thing. But like, we got guys sitting here for hours camping out at a machine to try to pick up some ETBs, more than likely in order to just flip them. I highly doubt they're actually standing there and loitering to actually buy and rip. Not a whole lot of people I know of really are spending that much time or um, really acting the way they did as far as resorting to physical violence over an ETB. I mean, dude comes up, puts his hands on, tries to stop the guy from buying it, which is crazy because look, if you wanted to go up and hit the screen, then you should have gone up and checked. There's no line, there's no formality there saying like that this guy cut in line or anything. You guys are just loitering. Now, technically, you're not supposed to be there anyway, waiting for this machine, you know? So to try to act like you deserve that more than him for whatever reason is crazy. But he puts hands on him, trying to keep him from doing it, and then ends up getting choked, which is wild. Okay, what are we doing out here that people are getting choked out for Pokemon cards? I mean, I remember hearing about stuff, around COVID times where there were literal like fights going on over product, and I think even stabbings happening in like parking lots and all that. And so stores like Target and bigger retailers like that just stopped carrying the product in general because of these things happening with it. So like, if y'all don't stop acting a fool out there, you're gonna ruin it for everybody. I mean, it's not just like not just you that's not going to be able to get stuff, you're going to ruin it for everybody. They're going to start pulling the stuff off the shelves. It's going to be even harder to find product, and then ultimate ultimately you're going to have certain places that you're not going to be able to get it at retail anymore. The only place you're going to be able to get it is at market, at maybe an LCS, or online. And I'll be honest, like my business isn't predicated on the basis of selling a whole lot of English product, because I know I can't get it at a reasonable price. So I don't want to sell it for a crazy amount. I don't want to buy it for retail, or not even retail. Wouldn't even get it for retail. It'd be above retail, and then have to sell it for even higher, where it's like just above market or at market even, just to possibly break even. It just really, from a business stance, doesn't make sense. But then overcharging people, I don't think um, it's a good stance to take as a business, because then people just get used to you, or making assumptions that you're just out here to rip people off, except you're just trying to make your normal margin, which by the way is not really much of anything. After everything's um, taken in consideration, expensive of shipping and the packaging for stuff and all other administrative type costs. Once you bake all that overhead in, I mean, you're maybe profiting like 10%. Um, so maybe even less in some cases. But English product, it's already difficult to get your hands on. So you're not going to catch me doing this kind of stuff. Um, it's not worth it. Like, I'm not out there to to get one or two ETBs. Like, you're not gonna see me doing that and then trying to sell it on my shop or anything. So, um, yeah, just chill out, guys. It's really not that serious. Um, this is supposed to be a fun hobby, and I mean, to lose out maybe on like $20 or so once you resell it, and any fees and all that kind of stuff you pay on reselling it, like what, make $20 if that. So you're gonna stand there and loiter and then put hands on other people. Like, it's beyond ridiculous. It's over the line. We gotta figure out a way um, to not reward these people, right? Um, for doing that kind of stuff. So you know, find an LCS, find an online shop that's reputable, um, that you like hanging out, or you enjoy the people that run it, and you want to support them. Much better off doing something like that than risking risking your physical well-being to go out and try to get some Pokemon. I mean, guys are willing to put their hands on each other out there now just for an ETB is crazy. So, appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if there's any other instances you guys have been seeing yourself, or maybe you've seen online that I'm not aware of, or at least haven't commented on so far, and be interested to see that. But I think we need to all kind of do our part to bring down the intensity that's out there. Like, it's just Pokemon cards. And if you're getting it out of the vending machine, it's very limited amount of product. It's really not that serious. You're not going to be making that much money off of it. Just chill out. It's up to us to be able to um, control our reactions and responses when people are um, just out of control, right? So don't contribute to it. Um, and appreciate you guys watching and the support. Everything's been going pretty well, and we really do appreciate you guys if you're coming on, watching the videos, you're commenting, subscribing, hopping in on our live streams. Um, it's really been fun to see, and can't wait to see where the rest of the year takes us. All right, guys, have a good one. See you next time.